Good evening, Europe.
Hello.
This is Russell and Patrick calling. Hello. Welcome to our third Eurovision reactions video. This week giving you the entries from Austria, Denmark, Georgia and Switzerland. We hoped that Italy would have been included in that because they had what they call the San Remo Music Festival all of last week, and then they had a mammoth Super Saturday final that went on until about 1 a.m.
Yeah, and then a
British
big
time.
controversy as well.
And the way it kind of works in that contest is because it's a separate contest to a selection process. It's its independent thing. The winner of the music festival's, I suppose, competition gets the right to go to the Eurovision and represent Italy. However, Stadio, who won, chose not to go, which is a bit weird, because why wouldn't you?
Considering Italy finished, third or fourth last year, so it's a pretty high-profile opportunity, but...
I know, it's their loss.
So it got given to the runner-up.
Yes.
Well, I think asked of, but that's...
Yeah, eventually.
That's another story,
so Francesca Michelin, or Michelin, I can't do Italian. Can you? No, I can only do French. So she is representing, but we don't have a song yet, so let's forget
that. So that will be for the next video.
I'd say so, yeah. We'll figure it out. As always, we haven't heard any of these songs before. Completely fresh to us.
Completely fresh ears,
Completely clean ears, all that type of jazz. So this is a preview in many, many ways for us too. If you want to hear the song, you click the link on the screen as it appears. You have about 5 seconds to do so. If not, it will continue on and you can listen to our reactions. So to begin, here is Austria's entry. Zoe with
Loin DC. So it seems like it's going to be in French. So we'll see. Here we go.
So that was Zoe with Loin DC. Loin?
Loin de Sea.
Loin de Sea, not Loin de Lisi. Which is the first time Austria, which is a generally German-speaking country, has sent an entirely French entry
to
the song contest. What are your thoughts?
It's a real grower. I wasn't too sure about it at the start, but it really grew towards the bridge and the end. It's cute. I like that Austria are trying to do something a bit different, considering they came last year.
One of the first hosts, or one of the very few host countries to ever come last.
I think only?
The only one, possibly.
I don't know.
Still quite bad.
So it's nice. I like it. We'll see how it does. I'm a complete francophile, so any song that's in French I will probably like.
I thought that performance was very, it reminded me of a RuPaul video, to be honest, because there was a lot of walking on the spot, lots of wind, lots of
hair
graphics. And funny enough, if you did watch the video, you'll see half the audience isn't paying attention to anything she's doing. They're all looking this way, which is quite fun. I enjoy it. It's a grower. It isn't the strongest song, but it's quite cutesy, which is something that is in a way lacking in the song contest sometimes. It's normally camp pop, rock. It's normally the extremes of everything. You never have too much of that cutesy popsiness to it. So I'm quite impressed with that. So yes, Austria, thank you. Next song is from Denmark. And funny enough,
this is a complete coincidence.
Now, one of our favourite songs, probably of the entire 61 years of the song contest, I'd say it is probably. It's a Belgian entry from 1988 when they hosted it. Is that right? Yes.
Hosted it in 1988.
It was Lilian Saint-Pierre with Soldiers of Love. It's fierce, it's amazing, it's such a great performance.
There's a cape dress.
Yeah, and it's called Soldiers of Love. And Denmark have decided to treat us, pair especially, with a song called Soldiers of Love by Lighthouse X.
Now, we want this to literally sound the exact same
and if it doesn't,
as that previous entry,
it's getting 0 points
obviously.
From us. Okay, so Lighthouse
X
with Soldiers of Love.
So that was the entry for Denmark. What did you think of Soldiers of Love?
Well, it wasn't a Liaison Pierre anyway, that's for sure. It's very different,
It is very different.
to that song from the 80s. I really liked it. I was singing along to it by the end. It isn't...
I heard.
Yeah, it's not great. It isn't the best song I've heard to date, but it is catchy, it's friendly. They did look like Blue were missing a member. Sounded a bit too... take that E. It wasn't very unique in my eyes in that way, but it's a nice friendly pop song, kind of a little bit romantic, I suppose. Maybe Valentine's is in the air still
In May, yeah.
Yeah, but then it won't be all about Eurovision. What did you think?
I'm always wary of a man band.
When they are men, but looks of them.
Except if they're Il Volo from last year, who actually were amazing. Don't really like the song. It's very standard, run-of-the-mill Eurovision entry for any country, really. And the performance was not inspiring, not exciting, and they don't have a gimmick, which...
You normally hate
gimmicks,
though.
Yeah, but I don't think they're going to stand out if they don't have something, as in their performance was just them, a trio in front of the mics, walking around. No,
aimlessly. So for Denmark, they didn't qualify last year. They came really Irish there, 13th in the semis, but have had quite a bit of success in the 21st century, which is quite good. They've won twice. They won back in 2000, the first of the century, and again in 2013. I don't see this as a winner though.
No.
I say it as a finalist.
We'll see.
Yeah, okay.
We'll see.
We'll find out. Moving swiftly on to the next track, it's from our friends over in Georgia. And
can I just say, when I heard the name of this band, I instantly hated it. So I really hope I'm proved wrong. It's called Nika Kocharbov, that's the singer, and the young Georgian Lolitaz with a Z.
It really sounds like a late night TV show band or something, doesn't it? Like
it sounds
Max
like
Weinberg
something,
and the Max Weinberg 7.
It sounds like something that I maybe don't want to hear. And the song's called Midnight Gold. So we'll reserve judgment until we hear it. So
here we go.
Trying to find something positive.
Oh God, has it ended yet? Christ. That was no, that wasn't Austria because Austria was good. That was Georgia's entry, Nika, and the young Georgian. That was dreadful. I'm sorry.
I was expecting a really slutty girl band, and I got the complete opposite of that.
It was so bad.
Do you know what it reminds me of? Remember when you were like 13 and you went to the Battle of the Bands in your local school, and every 13-year-old boy found themselves in a band
with a guitar, 20 guitars,
and then they played that kind of music that's kind of like really simple chords
and screechy.
It all is kind of independent of each other. The bottom line is, I don't think that's going to do well. I do applaud them for the instruments, that it's very different.
You're like a parent of a really bad child.
I have to find something to give them something.
That was absolutely awful. I absolutely hated every second of it. There was a part where we thought would end, and we hit record, and it didn't end. That was wonderful. And this is Georgia's 8th year in the competition. They came 11th last year.
Last year's was
Warrior,
really good,
which was an amazing track, and it actually won the Battle of the Warriors because Malta also had a track called Warrior
of the same name
that didn't even get into the final. And then of course Georgia came 11th. They've always came within the top 15 in every final that they've gotten into, so they do have a relatively good track record for a new
this
country.
Break the record now?
I don't see this qualifying at all. It doesn't read well with us instantly, and let's not be arrogant about it. We're normally a good teller of what songs can at least qualify in that sort of way. It doesn't have a Eurovision sound. I can't imagine a crowd in Stockholm being excited about this. We'll wait and see until semi-final 2. which, funnily enough, they perform in the same order that we've listened to them in Denmark, then Georgia in the second semi-final. So
couldn't be more different.
No way.
Okay, so on to the last one. We have Switzerland,
Yes.
which was announced this week. They had their selection process, and as far as I remember from Twitter, it was pretty obvious who was going to win. A couple of the other bloggers commented that it was no surprise that this song won. So this is by Rykka or Rykka.
The last of our kind. Let's hope it's not the last of Switzerland's kind, because they normally give us some good songs. So take a listen.
So that was Rykka with The Last of Our Kind. Give me your thoughts, please. Is it the last of its kind?
It is in my opinion, because I kind of was a bit bored of that song. It vocally didn't wow me. Lyrically, I thought she said we're facing our fan, and I thought that was perfect for Eurovision, because, you know...
Isn't everyone?
Everyone looking at a fan in Eurovision. And for the first winners of the contests as well, you kind of think that they'd feel a bit of a love for the contest in their hearts.
But they've only won twice.
Yes,
so.
Indeed. Celine Dion being the other winner. No.
Okay.
You?
So, when I watched and saw this, the instant thing I thought is that Chloe Jasmine from the UK X Factor, because she looks and sounds a lot like her. But the song is fine. It's not anything groundbreaking. The performance is very lackluster. The thing I instantly thought was it's very Gwen Stefani, who is not the strongest singer, and let's face it, either is Rykka. But Gwen Stefani makes it work every single time, and she works with what she has, and she always makes a great performance. So I wanted it to go there, and it never really did. I mean, she spends half of it just on the floor singing.
I'd be tired though. Those song processes or selection processes.
So unless they perform it differently, I don't think this is gonna qualify. I think it's going to get lost. I hope they do something different and maybe challenge her vocally a bit more.
Maybe. Well, the track record for Switzerland is that since semi-finals were introduced in 2004, they've only gotten into 4 finals. Last year, a travesty, because Time to Shine we felt was a really, really great entry, a really fun song.
I didn't. Thank you very much.
You didn't like it?
I hated that song.
But you thought it was in the final. I loved it. But that didn't even get into the final. You did think it did, because it does sound like a final.
It kind of did, yeah. Anyway, we're talking about this year.
Yeah, this year, maybe not. Maybe not.
So that is it. That is our 4 for this week. Coming up soon, we have Iceland.
The UK. Oh my god, the UK selection show is next Friday. And we're going to it.
Yes. So we will be giving you an insight into that.
And if you're a bit of a fan of Eurovision in general, which I hope you are watching this and you want to hear the songs, Ken Bruce on BBC Radio 2 is going to preview each of the songs every day next week.
In the week before. Leading.
Yeah. So if you do want to get a kind of sneak peek of them, it's going to be on there. But then, loads more over the next couple of weeks.
We've got Cyprus coming up. We've got Macedonia.
Galapi.
We've got a few more, so we'll have another video for you next week.
And guess where we're
going?
We're going to Sweden! Yes, we decided that the flights are so expensive in May, we're going to fly over in February and wait there. No, not really.
I would though.
I would too.
I probably would.
We are actually going over as a pre-Eurovision trip because we think it might get a little bit too crazy whilst we're over there in May. So
keep an eye on us. We will obviously be tweeting, Instagramming, Snapchatting, all that stuff.
A Swedish smorgasbord of things, one might say.
Petra watch this space.
Yes, indeed. So until... stop waving. Until our next time, thank you for watching. Subscribe, share, etc. Comment. Yes, all that YouTube shite.
Yeah. Do it.
Good night, Europe. Bye.